Okay, hello. Oh my God. Okay, it is November 6th, the day of voting. Hopefully that's been taken care of. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go through everybody's goals from last week and talk about, did you make progress? Did you crush them? Do you need some help? Quickly go through, set new goals for the week. And then the team call that I want to do today is about how to help one, because I feel like if we can just, like, again, simplify, we can get it down with one person and then just start doing it over and over and over again. And so I just want to break it down for, like, how do you help one person? What can you do for one person? How can you change one person's life? Because that's the business that we're in, is changing lives. And I know a lot of us, when we first came in, or maybe we're still saying it now, is like, if I can just help one person, I will feel like this is worth it to me. So how do you help one person? Christy, by the way, your hair looks awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just go down my list in order. So Amber, let's talk about yours. Your two were consistency. You wanted to post every day, and you wanted to post about why you couldn't work out. And then your personal one was to do some yoga.
So goal number one, I've definitely been like super consistent, which has been very painful for me because I've been working every day since I talked to you guys last. So like check and check. My second goal, talking about why I haven't been working out, I actually completely missed the boat. Actually, on that one and my other one, I have not started yoga yet either. I have had just enough time, because I'm working 12-hour night shifts, literally just enough time to come home and take a coma until my next shift starts. So the working out part I let go by the wayside, and I really shouldn't, but I'm in survival mode at this point. And then talking about the reason why I'm not working out, I forgot that was one of my goals for this week. I am actually crafting a post about that as we speak. So I wish I would have. I had my goals written down, and I don't know what I did my thing. And my biggest focus this week, that I focused on instead, I don't want it to sound like I wasn't doing anything. I focused on reaching back out to people that have been customers of mine in the past, or where they were on the fence in the past. And I actually got a new coach signed up. She's just a discount coach at the moment, but I'm hoping to change that. So got her signed up today. Oh, sorry. Were you waving or just?
Who is it? What?
It's Christina Torres.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah. She was just waiting on a settlement from a lawsuit that she had, and she's been struggling so hard financially, and then the settlement came in, and she's like, let's do this. Like, let's rock and roll. So
is she in our challenge?
Yes. So she's been like quiet.
Okay, shout her out in the group. Like, do a post and say congratulations, like, on getting.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Technology. Yeah. Did you?
Good idea. I need to say that again.
I said, did you do that? 'Cause I must have missed it if you did.
No. I said that's that's a good idea. I'll do that tonight. So, but yeah, I realized that and it's mainly because of our mentorship group that me and you are in. I realized that there's like absolutely no reason why I can't be reaching out to people that I've worked with in the past and just see how things are going. And ironically, guys, some of the conversations, people were kind of like, I've been really feeling ashamed about not doing what I'm supposed to be doing working out wise. And I was hoping that you'd reach out to me, but I just didn't have the guts to like reach out to you in return. So definitely follow up with your freaking previous leads, guys, or even people that bought Shakeology and fell off the wagon. Like, reach back out to them, because you never know what they've got going on.
Absolutely. Okay. So what are your goals for this week?
So my goal for this week is actually to start trying to find some sort of supplemental workout program to get around my injuries. Because as I was telling you before everyone else hopped on, I now have an injured shoulder. So lift 4 is again going to be pushed off by at least another week. And I'm pretty sure I can achieve what I need to with the yoga programs. I just have 3 more nights of this crazy work week. I'm working 8 night shifts in a row. And then I'm off for 5. So I'm going to completely sit down and refocus on Friday and come up with a new game plan for my personal workout stuff. And then for my business, I want to work on trying to get a personally sponsored working coach going. And I'm going to be talking with Christina, but she's still a little hesitant about the coaching opportunity. So I'm going to keep talking with her, but I have 2 other people that would be perfect. And I just need to, continue talking with them about it. And then my other goal is, again, to be consistent over the next 7 days with my posts, because that is number 1 by far and away my biggest downfall with my business is life gets in the way and then I stop posting.
Got it. Very, very, very,
Totally.
very proud of you. Congratulations. This is a big deal. Like, consistency for a week is a big deal. Like, it might seem small to, just say I posted every day, but it's not. I mean, you guys, I was in such a rut this weekend. I did not post at all this weekend. I was on my Instagram stories and that was it. Like, I was not on Facebook, because then I realized that for some reason my stories were not switching over to Facebook like they were supposed to. So I fixed it. Anyway.
Yeah, help tip, every once in a while you do need to go onto your Facebook and make sure that they're crossing over. And if they're not, go into your Instagram story settings and fix it.
That out today.
Well, no, it's happened to me twice now, and it's almost like every time they update the app, it like jacks your story settings up. So just try to make it a once a week thing to go make sure that your stuff is actually crossing over.
Okay, good call. Cool. All right, Christina, you're next. So your 3 goals, your true business goals were to earn a paycheck this week, to do your 4 vital behaviors every day, and then to be a person to people. How do you feel you did?
Well, I did get paid because I met someone with samples, and then it worked out because when she went to work, she was like, "Oh, I was full for like 3 hours, like from the shake," which was good because they can't, where she is, she's like with like a cruise ship security, so like they can't drink, this, that, like all strict. So she was actually surprised. And then we were talking today, but it was like iffy today, so probably like with a work schedule, but I need to follow up more and get with that. So that was good. And then I did do good with my shake, like, and all that stuff, but then like towards like the weekend, I kind of like felt like crap. So it was like I literally did not want to do anything, go anything. Like I didn't care. So then like I had pancakes and I enjoyed the pancakes, but I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look like a pancake. So I feel like now one of my goals, like, okay, yes, like fine, like I'm still having my shake, but like I need to clean myself up a little bit because And then like I've been messaging people, like how they feeling, this and that. So
you feel good?
I did.
You feel like you do like 4 vitals 100% every day, or no?
Not 100% because I didn't do my personal development over the weekend, but I did do better than what I was doing. So I'll take it.
Progress. Very good. Okay, so then being a person to people, I saw your post in the team page, so that was awesome. You obviously have been doing that.
Yeah, it was cool. Cause like even if the people, they're not like as of right now like talking, with Beachbody or whatever, like just like the little things, like we have spoken about it before, and eventually they will come around because they know, like, because it came up before, but just not right now.
Yeah, awesome. So what are your 3 goals for this week?
So for the business goal, I'm still gonna do like at least $5, this week again, because I figure like it's small enough that if I do more, then that's fine. But at least like it's something that counts. And then I put again to show up every day, except like healthier choices. Like instead of the pancakes, like maybe I should have got something else, like my eggs and tomato, or something like healthier, because I don't. It doesn't even matter to eat the crap because it doesn't even get you full. So why even bother, like, with it? And it was like I was doing so well. So maybe if I obviously my Crohn's isn't based on the diet, but when I was doing ADD Obsession, I basically reset myself and I was fine. So maybe if I get to myself, not necessarily ADD Obsession, but like little by little, it'll fix itself. I don't know, but whatever at this point. So, and plus, I just feel better, and I wasn't sleeping the whole time and all that. And then for my personal goal, I put to just take one day at a time, because I realized between work and just everything in general going on, I'm always like, come on, go. And then even when I was meditating today, which I was happy I got to do, it was just okay, you need to stop, focus, just breathe right now, because my mind's always and that's obviously not good, because then that involves the stress, and then
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, these are great. These are really, really great goals, because they're achievable. They're totally, totally achievable. Okay. Okay. So, and Amber, I didn't ask you this. I forgot, but Christina, so you said that you did not hit your vitals every day. Do you feel like you have a good handle on why that happened, and what you would do differently to reach that goal if you reset it for yourself?
Yeah, because what happens is when I don't feel good, when it hurts, it's I literally do not want to do nothing. I don't want my phone, I don't want no one talking to me, whatever. So it's basically I shut down, kind of, and it's and I literally told my boyfriend, I was I feel like I can't move right now, that's how bad it hurts. So he's like, oh, so then don't move. But then it's it's not really.
You're like, thanks, asshole. Oh wait.
Yeah. So I feel that's what I struggle with, because it's I've been trying, I know I've been getting better, because he's been saying, oh, all your stories, but it's just I have to remind myself that don't shut myself down, because people do look and message and this, and someone even said to me today, oh, you're always so positive, sometimes it's okay to not be, blah blah blah, so people do realize, but it's I have to remember to not do that to myself, but to them too, because then that'll backfire on me too, shutting down.
Yeah. Amber, do you want to? We are actually, no, you already answered yours, so never mind. Okay, Christy, so your 3 were post your coming out post, your coaching coming out post, figure out Instagram stories, and get your workouts in. How do you feel you did? You definitely
2 out of 3
coming out story, which was awesome.
did that. I don't ever let myself not exercise unless my uterus tells me I can't. But I did not mess around with stories, because every time I look at them, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Do you know how to find information on how to do them?
Not really.
Okay.
Ilana, I can do, unless you had a topic for next week, I could do a quick rundown on Instagram stories next week for the team call.
I'll get back to you, because there's so much information out there. I would love to just be able to send people out to what's already out there, and we can talk about our own things.
I could probably just type in Google and do
I can do a quick video rundown and just post it to our team page.
Yeah, that would be great if you have the time. Don't feel like you need to, because Danielle Prestigion, Jatana Jackson, Beachbody Champions. If you go to Beachbody Champions and you type in Instagram training or Instagram stories, or if you go to YouTube and you type in how to do Instagram stories for Beachbody, like you'll find a plethora of information. Okay. Any specific questions, or did you just kind of, it didn't happen?
It just didn't, I'm like an 80-year-old woman trying to use Instagram and Facebook sometimes. So it's just a personal, I've just got to like actually put time and effort into it. And I have this love-hate relationship with social media.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just about sitting down and actually doing it.
I get that. Totally.
That's my own fault.
Okay, so mine were, wait a minute, that's, okay. So mine were Hit Success Club 10 to get my summit ticket and to do more self-care, which included minimum 2 baths. So Success Club 10, I did not. In fact, I was pretty disappointed. I only hit Success Club 4 last month. But the reason is that I'm not going to say I took my foot off the gas, but I haven't been as focused and consistent with my time as I have been like over the summer. So like June, July, August, like I was really in a good groove, and for whatever reason, well, and I sort of an excuse, sort of a reason, but just like transitioning into winter for me is hard with seasonal crap. And, I haven't been consistently doing my focused, intense power pockets that I was doing over the summer. So for me to get back to hitting the Success Club numbers like I was over the summer, that's what I need to do. So I will be doing that more starting today after we get off the call. My summit ticket, I did get that purchased. And then self-care and minimum 2 baths, I definitely did that. In fact, I had vacation part of last week, and so I ended up taking 4 baths, you guys. So excited. And I feel like I did pretty well in my self-care. I still had a rough weekend for whatever reason, so I'm not really sure what that's about. But my goals for this coming week are, so next month, if somebody comes in new to our challenge group, they can come in just as a free group. But if anybody has been in the challenge group before, in order to come back, I am requiring that they become a paying Shakeology customer. That is non-negotiable for me anymore with where I want to take my business. So my goal for this week is to invite 25 people to join the group as a paid group for next month. So that's my goal for this week, my first business goal. My second business goal is 1 business building coach, sign on 1 business building coach this week. And then my personal goal is to be in bed by 9:30, 3 nights this week, because I'm not good at going to bed early, apparently. So, and that's pretty serious because I am so tired. And I get up so early. So those are my 3. And anybody have any? Yes, Christina.
So I feel like that's like part of my problem too, like making the people commit. But like, how do you basically tell them, like, listen, you've been in my groups, enough's enough, stop playing games with yourself, let's do it nicely.
You could say that to people. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, what I'm going to say basically is, I'm going to kind of explain where I'm coming from just because I haven't done this before. And so I'm going to say, this is my business. Like, this is, and I'm also going to so I'm going to talk about that probably a little bit, but mostly what I'm going to say is, you are consistently in this group. You obviously want to change your life. You obviously want to improve your health. And the best way to do that, the best way to get the best bang for your buck and to make the best use of the time that you spend working out and the time that you spend doing in making your healthy meals is to go all in and get the products that are without a doubt going to help you better yourself and become a healthier, happier version of yourself. So something along those lines. Christy, I totally forgot to ask you your goals for next week.
I was wondering.
She's a little
I was so
self-centered.
happy for you about your 4 bands.
She doesn't get the week off. What does this look like?
My one goal is that I need to start posting actual coachy posts. And like Melissa called me out on my coach post that it wasn't public, it was just to my friends, which is just all happens that I'm not public, I guess. So that's one of them. The other one is this weekend I'm actually going to do my 3D refresh. So I need to, can you hear me?
You cut out for a second. I didn't hear what you said.
The second
Can we
one,
mute everybody else because it's echoing and that's why it's cutting out?
can you hear me now? Hello?
What? Did you say mute everybody? Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me now? Are we good? Okay. I'm going to do my 3-day refresh this weekend. So I need to do my before and after pictures. I want to learn about the challenge packs. And then this week for my personal goal, I've been working on drinking more water and cutting off my caffeine after lunch, which is noon, and cutting back my coffee. That didn't happen today because I couldn't drink it fast enough. But those are my 3 goals that I have for myself.
Awesome. Very, very, very good. Yeah. And do you know where to find all the information about like learning about challenge packs?
Yes, I do.
Great. Very, very excellent. If you need any suggestions or help with any of the posts that you're doing, reach out to me, reach out to our little group. Awesome. Great, great goals. Very, very good. Okay. Hopefully we can make this happen in 15 minutes, which I'm sure we can. Okay. So tonight's call, like the meat of the call, is going to be, I'm calling it the power of one, because basically our goal is to help one person at a time. We can only help one person at a time, but we can do it a lot. So if we figure out how to help one person and we can repeat that, that's what's going to help us help more people. So basically I'm just going to walk through like, how do you go about even helping one person? And I'm going to walk through the whole process of like, maybe it's somebody you already know, maybe it's not. But when you want to help somebody, first, the very first thing that you have to do is find them. So Tony has been talking a lot in the team page, on the team calls about find, inspire, invite. So the first thing we have to do, we have to find people, we have to go back through our current friends list and find the person that we want to talk to. We have to find new people to grow our network. There are, a million different ways to find people. If you're on Instagram, you can search hashtags. You can follow big accounts that you connect with, like whether it's something fitness related or something gardening related or something sports related or whatever your passions are. Find those big accounts. Look for the people who, are commenting, liking on the posts, and then you can go in and follow them. Like, that you have something in common. If you're on Facebook, get into groups, like interest groups that you have, whether it's, dogs or moms or photography or, and then just start interacting on the group and like figure out who's in there that you like and add them as a friend. Friends of friends, like if you find somebody who's really cool, go look through their friends list and see if there's anybody cool that you want to be friends with on their friends list. This isn't weird. This is like what social media is made to do. Social media is made to connect you with people everywhere, and you can find people who are just like you. So then you add them either on Facebook or on Instagram. The third thing is to connect with them. So this could be interacting on their page. This could be sending them a direct message. This could be those are the two main ones. I mean, following their stories, interacting on their stories in whatever way that you can interact with their account and get to know them better and see what their interests are and, start up a conversation. That's the ultimate goal, is to get it into a private message where you can actually get to know who they are and get to know them as a person, what they like, what they don't like, what they struggle with. And then, you can connect in so many different ways. Like, how did you find them? Maybe you have similar interests. Why did you add them? What is it about this person that you think is so cool? Maybe you can connect over that. And then figure out how you can add value to their life, not even necessarily as a health and fitness coach, but, I've been talking to this girl who's like, her daughter never sleeps and she's 2. And basically her daughter's been up every 3 hours since she was born. It's anyway, so we've been talking about that craziness, but, connect with somebody on something that you can add value to their lives. If you can help them in some way, they're going to trust you. And then in the future, if you decide that they're the right person for you to invite and you send out an invitation, you say, hey, I'm doing a free 21-day fitness challenge on Facebook. Do you want to join me? They're going to be like, oh, well, she helped me in X, Y, and Z way. And that was great. And so, yeah, I trust her. I joined that with her. So any way that you can add value, it's all part of connecting, because the more that you can give, I've been listening to Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone, and it's not about sales. It's about adding value. It's about how much can you give to somebody. And it's about how you are so passionate about what you have and what you do that you are doing them a disservice by not connecting them with what you love, because it's helped you so much. I mean, that's kind of the essence of what he talks about. And the more that you give to somebody, it's all about value. So he talked about this just this morning when I was listening, the Holiday Inn versus the Ritz-Carlton. So at the Holiday Inn, you can get a room for $80 a night. At the Ritz-Carlton, you're going to pay, I don't know, $500 a night. But what do you get at the Holiday Inn? You get grouchy people at the front desk. You get not enough towels. You get scratchy sheets. Nobody's there to help you. But at the Ritz-Carlton, you are paying for an experience. You have somebody there who is like your personal bellhop, basically. They know everything about you. They know everything about you before you check in, because they are trained to know everything about you. You are not paying for the bed at the Ritz-Carlton. You are paying for the experience. And that's what we want to create for people. We want to create the best challenge groups that we can. We want to create the best friendships that we can. We want to be able to offer somebody as much information on whatever it is that we know about that we want to share with them as we possibly can. We want to be a good friend. We want to inspire them. And this is kind of, the second part of what Tony's been talking about is, after we find people, we want to inspire them. And in a way that can be adding value to somebody. If you are crushing your fitness journey and you are really consistent and you're a fun person and they like you, they are going to want to do something to change their life to be more like you. That's kind of like where this is kind of like where Beachbody is going. Like, we as coaches, we are becoming less fitness experts, like perceived fitness experts, and more fitness influencers. And so when we can show people how all of this fits into their life and inspire them to do what we are doing, that's how we can start to connect people to products, because they're going to see the value. And the best way for us to inspire people, and Christina, this is exactly what your goals are, is to do the 4 vital behaviors. Like, take care of yourself first. Sorry, I have to get a drink of water. So take care of yourself first. make sure that you are drinking your Shakeology, you're getting your nutrition in, you know, you're getting enough sleep, which I'm not. You're doing your workout so that your body can be strong, so that your mind can get stronger, so you can have more self-confidence to go out and talk to people, so that you can have more, like, when your body is strong, your mindset is strong, and you're going to have the stronger mindset to do the things that you don't necessarily want to do. You know, invite people, which is actually the last part, is like the final step in helping somebody is to invite them, because they're not going to get all of you and all of what you have to offer unless they become a part of what it is that we're doing, whether it's a free challenge group, whether it's Beachbody On Demand, whether it's, you know, Shakeology, whatever it happens to be. And so by doing the 4 vital behaviors and recognizing, like, and so the 4th vital behavior is to recognize people who are having success, people who are doing a great job, people who, you know, need a little pick-me-up, kind of, in, you know, kind of an emotional pick-me-up from you or from somebody, for you to be able to recognize who needs that every day and offer that. You're continuing to add value to these people's lives. And so when we inspire people, they want to become part of what we're doing. And then when we send out the invitation, you say, hey, I'd love to have you join me. They're like, yes, please, like, please, please, please sign me up. Like, whatever it is, just let's do it. And so all of this, I mean, this sounds like a process, especially when you're like, well, that's just one person, but you can multiply this. You can multiply this into, you know, finding 10 people at once, adding 10 people at once, connecting with 10 people at once, inspiring. Like, you can inspire as many people as see your post. You don't have to reach out to an individual to inspire them. When we post consistently about our journey, about our life, about what coaching has done for us, about what fitness has done for us, about what Shakeology has done for us, about what Beachbody On Demand has done for us, that's inspiring people. And the only limit to how many people we can inspire is how many people we bring into our network, which is why we need to have these, well, I mean, depending on what your goals are, like, I need to have a huge network because I have big goals. So I want to grow my Facebook and cap it out, like, at 5,000 people. That's my goal. I want to have, 10,000 Instagram followers, because I want to be able to share what I have with that many people. And I want them all to be able to see that. And so there is no limit on the number of people that we can inspire. The only limits are the ones that we set for ourselves, because we say, ooh, I can't do that. Like, ooh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to impose on people. I don't want to come across as somebody who, is pushy, or, because I've totally been in that mindset. For the longest time, I felt like I was bothering people when I reached out to them, which is not the case. And then you invite those people, and again, like, the number of people that you invite when you are just starting out, like, it will be a lower number, because you are still learning how you can do it for yourself and how to make it work. But as you become more experienced, the more you do it, the more you get the experience, the more confidence you get, the faster it becomes. And it's not that it becomes fast because you're cutting corners. It becomes fast because you know how to do it now, and you can have just as many deep and meaningful conversations in half the time. Just because you do a lot and you invite a lot of people doesn't mean that you're being superficial about that in any way. You shouldn't feel like you have to sacrifice quantity of invitations over quality of connections, because that's not what this business is. And that's not how we help people, because, maybe the person that we really want to help, we kind of like cut corners, and we didn't put as much into the conversation, and that's not going to help them. It's not going to help anybody if we cut corners and we, just kind of like popcorn it instead of, put it in the crock pot. So my coach, when I was first starting out, she said, it's a crock pot business, not a popcorn business, which is totally true, because you have to develop and grow these relationships with people. And then once you have, like, once you start building relationships, those, you know, those are the ones that maybe you started a month ago or 2 months ago or 6 months ago. They are coming to the point where those people want to try what you're doing. They want to join you. They want to be a part of what you're doing. And so constantly developing new people to bring up through your, you know, your, I don't even know what it's like in sales, they call it the funnel, but that's, you know, that's not what it is. Like, I mean, it is, but like, let's not kind of depersonalize it, but you bring them through your process of helping them. But you always have to be reaching out and starting with a new person, because that one person that you find, someday that's going to be the one person that you help. So you always have to be finding new people so that you can always be helping that one person. Comments, questions, thoughts? Does that make sense? Does that make it easier to kind of understand less from like a volume perspective? Like, there are people who hit ridiculous Success Club numbers, and they do all of this. They just do it very efficiently, but they are always just helping that one person. Sound good? Crickets. I thought it was good.
Sorry, that sounds great. I'm just getting dressed. Sorry.
You do your thing.
It really is that simple. It really is, you know, helping just one person at a time, and expanding your network is so, so important. Because if you had 100% success rate and you only reached out to 100 people, then where do you go from there?
Exactly.
You help all 100 people, and then you've got nothing left to, you know, nothing left to go for.
Right, exactly. That's so true. Or even 5 people. I mean, if you had 100% success rate, but you only reached out to 5 people, like, same deal. All right, we have less than a minute. Any last thoughts, comments? All right, thanks, you guys. Let us know how you do with your goals this week. And see y'all next week. Bye.